Now I want to talk about weapons and art, or should I say self-defense and art. Probably a better way of putting this. When it comes to self-defense and art, you practice movements that help you to become automatic, kind of thing, right? And so fighters keep practicing these moves as you see them do, wax on, wax off kind of thing, to become automatic, to help them become automatic. They might not do exactly the way they fight and show you together with the same sort of fighters, but they're showing you similar moves that they might do. Now, everything can be studied. So once you pull off your moves, and the enemy's still around and the enemy's seen it and gone off, they can study you the more you do such things. And that's art. Art all around kind of thing. We all study things to get through things. It's a form of art. Study. It depends on what you want to study, which area, which direction. Now, back in the day, they used to, a high thing to teach from even a kid, back in the day, go back, several 500 years or more, before the gun era, go back 1,000. The training then and the schooling then was to learn how to use weapons, right? Farmers would get the basics. They would pass like scout courses of weapons kind of thing, where you know what a sword is, you know how to swing a sword, but you don't really train a sword, not very often, and it's not really your thing as you're a farmer, right? But you need to know how to use a sword. And the more there's violence around, the more likely you'd want to train to use that sword, right? A little bit like the Braveheart thing. You see all these people rocking up, trying to get people who want to fight, because when they had problems, they couldn't use money so much to solve their problems as the best way to solve a problem then, besides having a sword, was physical labour and knowledge. And so they studied the art of self-defense, and we come up and people studied animals and all that kind of stuff, how they defend and did things. And we put things together and you get these certain martial arts moves and ways of fighting. Right? And back in the day, they used to class it a form of art. So when you did something, you'd make it look your style, right? Your art style. You could change it up a bit. You keep things secret when it comes to certain moves, as we know people study, right? And you'll study them and you'll learn from there. Constant upgrade comes when it comes to defense. And the weapons that looked after you when it comes to your armor or the weapons was a high, what do they call it, look after list. Right? Like in the army, they teach you to be clean, to look after yourself, which is part of the training as well. Back in the day, you'd have to make sure you've got a good diet if you're a warrior. You should look after yourself, and you also look after the things that look after you, the main tools, the main things, right? Dams and all that kind of stuff, all main rules. And if you do that, you'd get better at what you do, right? And it helps you be better at what you do. And so what they did is they put art and their stories into their defense stuff to help them feel more better and look better in what they do, right? Which is art, right? And you have these certain training courses before you can get these other certain things or positions. Now these days, if you lose that ability and things aren't art and honour and respect anymore, and it just becomes greed and envy a lot, right? Because the technology changes a lot. You get more envy when people can't get it themselves, right? And so they envy things, and I can't get that, it's going to be a while, stuff like that. And so the more you have more stuff around, the more you're going to have more envy of people, right? Because not everyone can get all this stuff. And so it was good to have art, because art no one can take from you, right? And you can always use anything to make art, because the real form of the art is you. You've been put here to represent the universe and what the universe can create. And when you look at everything, it's art. Right? It's always creating. Right? And every creation has a story and a reason in a lot of it. Right? But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So when it comes to weapons, hopefully people understand what self-defense is. And it's never the weapon. Guns don't kill people. Swords don't kill people. Knives don't kill people. Spoons don't kill people, right? But you can kill a person with a spoon, right? It has an end to a point. Unless you have a big fat spoon with a big fatter spoon at the end. You can do that. But everything can be used as a weapon, right? And it's not about getting rid of weapons to make a safer world. It's about making safer people in the world so it is safer, right? That's the main goal. And it's not about getting rid of things, it's about training about them and about the consequences of things when you have things. Right? Anyway, have a good one and see you later.